Yeah, hi, good morning. We're basically starting this layer project, and so let's get started. The first one is we go to the layer project, uh, layar.com. All right. We need to create an account. You can either log in with using your Facebook or the LinkedIn one, or else you can go sign up and fill in your details. I already have mine, so I'm just gonna log in. Alright then, once you've logged in, you're gonna see this one actually. After that, you can go into this one and go into my layers. You're actually gonna have a blank one, just gonna have this part where it's just my layers, create a new layer, or purchase pages. Since I've already created one, it's this one I've created. So let's create a new layer. First, you need to write a layer name. Here it should be all small case letters, like you can't use capital letters. It needs to have numbers, it must be unique, and it shouldn't be like layer cannot be edited afterwards. So this is the final name, it can't be edited again and again and again. So like let's put NYU Poly Test 1. The title, well, you can limit it to like just 60 characters, so you can just keep your title as anything else. So I'm gonna put NYU Poly Test 1. You can write a short description describing like what your layer is about. So it can be like testing and creating a layer and server. The publisher's name, when you enter your details in the login page, it comes here automatically. This is the API endpoint URL. This is like the main thing. Basically, this is connected to the web service that you have to create using PHP and JSON. It sends a POI request and gets back the request and shows you what layer you've created. This one can be created using actually this URL can be edited afterwards, so we are just gonna put a default one, just a small one. We can edit it afterwards, like www.mobilier.net. We're gonna create a generic 2D one, 3D. Okay, let's make a 3D and a 2D object in 3D space. Enter valid URL. Okay. Slash use simplified.php. This file doesn't exist. We are just keeping this so that we can just like edit it afterwards. I'm so sorry. We need to put HTTP. It should be proper formatting. If it isn't, it should start with HTTP or HTTPS. That is the most important one, and I forgot it. I'm sorry. Anyways, it should start with HTTP, and we're creating a 3D object. Create layer. Here you can see it's opening a layer. These are the basic details that you're gonna have it, and here is the place where you can edit your API. This one. So once we create it, we can just change it here and save it. So now let's create our own server. First, we need to go into bluehost.com. It's BLUEHOST.com. Once in, you have to open this one, control panel login here. Here you need to type in Mobilear, mobilear.net, and the password is small s, capital Q, the rest is small letters, QID, squid cup @44. Just write it down. Should I just write it down here? That's the password. Small letter S, capital letter Q, small letter UID, CUP. All these letters are small letters. @44. This is your password. So we're gonna log in, and this is what you see. This is the basic server, and this is the domain actually. Then we go into cPanel, this one. This is the basic control panel, like has the main controls. You can just close this one. Anyways, then we need to scroll down and open File Manager. Here we need to open the web root public_html/www, the second one. This is like the public HTML. This is the one that should be opened. This is very important. Once you open this, you can see that I've already added the files that are necessary for the layer. Like there are many files already uploaded. Your basic API is this one, the animation_API, this file, animation_API v6_simplified PHP. You can also create your own PHP file which contains the JSON query and like your own server. These files I've downloaded from the layer website. You can just like go into documentation and just download the file that contains the code, and you can upload them using this one, this option, upload, where you can just keep on choosing your files from your own directory and keep on posting it. And once you're done, just back to your this thing. But remember, if you just like upload files with the same name, they're going to be overwritten. So just be a little careful, because it's important, as many people are going to use it, and it'll just change everything else. Anyways, the simplified animation v6, this file you can edit it. Just right click on the file, go into edit, and it's gonna show up like this. You can just say edit, and this is your PHP file. Here we've got like all the function like get, request, params, underscore, like $keys. This basically goes into the database, gets the keys, and if you have like an exception, like an error, it just says parameter is not passed, get POI request, like if the connection is not established. Here we've got like connect DB, like connect to database. We've got the try and catch, like POI exceptions, where the message is shown. And the most important thing here is like we write include this require once. This is like connecting to the configure inc PHP file, which is like here. You can, if you can see, Yeah, this file is the most important one because we're gonna connect this PHP to our database, and these are the most important things because these are just connecting it to your database, which we are going to create it right now. I'm just going to show you how to create it. Anyways, like as you can see, it's gonna change to float strings. Like if you send a string, what happens, and all the functions are down here. You can just like scroll about it, read it. As you can see, access X values, Y values, Z values, and these are like the main API. Like the request is sent through here, and here all the calculation is done. As you can see, it's like pretty huge. You've got many functions, like it takes care of everything here. Once you've done editing, you can save changes. Since I've done none, I get this message, or you get a successful one. Then you can just close it. And the next thing is, like, we've got many more functions. You can just like go around reading it. Like this is the common function one, PHP. This one like has all the common functions written so that we don't have to rewrite it again and again. It's like the get request params. You've got connect database. The things just we've just seen right now. You can just like include this file, this PHP file, and you don't need to write all this, like explain the function again. And you've got like this layer PHP where you can like edit and just see. Here you've got like the class layer extended from the parameters, the basic parameters like full refresh true, show message, and you've got the complete layer file